Hey, MC here. Got a little unboxing video. Palmetto had some shotguns on clearance, so we decided to pick some up. So let's get to unboxing. So the disclaimer was boxes are going to look a little beat up, as is, and no returns. But the price was really good, so I bought two of them. And as you can see, the boxes are beat up. So my firearms dealer has had these open. Of course, they had to get the serial numbers out of them. I did get a sneak peek at these earlier, but of course, they got to get them on the books before they can get them off the books. So let's get them over to the table and do a little review. We'll go with a more beat up box first. Again, these are, get the advertising right, the Hatfield. So about what you would expect out of your typical Turkish shotguns. So what we get with this, looks like some choke tubes possibly. Yeah, 2 tubes. We'll get a measurement on those. Little choke wrench. Does not look like those have been used. Grab some reading glasses because I'm old and seeing things up close is difficult. Wood fit. Kind of crappy. These are 28 gauge, 3-inch chamber, and looks like this one was a Walmart. Hatfield 28 gauge auto shotgun, the USA 28W. Still got the sticker on the barrel. Bluing looks like it definitely needs some oiling. There is cardboard dust all over everything. Little cable tie on the back. Behind the trigger. Cable tie on your feed ramp. Little rubber protector on your charge handle. Let's cut off some cable ties without cutting our hands off. Does come with a trigger lock, I suppose. Part of a trigger lock. Looks like about a quarter 20 nut. And yeah, I don't think that thing's usable. The open bolt plug. Tabs broke off from that. What else is in the box? Oh, duck plug. So we do have the plug for reducing the magazine capacity. Other than that, the box is now empty. So again, Walmart shoppers, looks like it used to be this price. Get rid of that. Function-wise, I did see one YouTube video out there that was complaining that they could not get the magazine feed ramp to release. There is a lever back here. If you engage that, that does seem to lock the feed tube. pull the charge handle all the way to the rear, it locks the action open. Very filthy action with cardboard dust and grease, but it also locks the feed ramp. And then when you close the bolt, now the feed ramp is active. And without the lever pushed up, action does not lock to the rear. Yep, this is a little loose. Let's pop some furniture off. Wood's not too bad a finish. Looks like maybe a fine, hard telling if that's a scratch or a crack. I think that's just a scratch. And no rusting on the inside, so that's good. It's made in Turkey. Vent rib with a small red sight on the end of the barrel. Fit isn't bad. Some gouging in the wood, but again, the reviewers on Palmetto's site showed that the wood was going to be beat up, so we expected that. But for the most part, I think this thing will clean up pretty good. The aluminum receiver doesn't look too bad. Bore looks spotless, so this gun has not been fired before, or if it has, it's been cleaned up pretty good. No signs of gouging or problems that I can see outwardly. Some absolutely horrid welds on that, but again, cheap Turkish shotgun. Cross bolt safety in the rear of the trigger guard. Again, set up for a right-handed shooter. Yeah, all in all, doesn't look horrible. Let's put the parts back together before I get the other shotgun out. Oh, this one does have another plug in it. So it looks like we do get two plugs, short and long, as far as your magazine plug. So of course with this one in it, that is going to limit your magazine capacity to basically none. So you're going to end up with a single shot shotgun until you remove this rod. You slide this other dowel in. This is commonly known as our duck plug for migratory species. We're allowed to have 3 rounds, so we can get 2 rounds in the magazine, 1 round into the chamber, or removal of both plugs would get you full capacity of the magazine tube. So for now, we'll leave both of these dowels out, put this back together, and then remove orange plug and replace with black plug before use. So right there on your directions. If you read those, it'll tell you to remove the plug. So the other channels out there that are complaining that the gun is junk, doesn't load any rounds in, they probably cannot habla English. And then we get an owner's manual. Looks like it tells us how all the stuff functions. And a parts breakdown with part numbers, parts list in the back. Again, this one was sold as is, no warranty. Looks like they did send a full, a modified, and an improved cylinder choke with these. And I think these are actually the same as the Beretta chokes. So 4, this is the improved cylinder choke. This one's got 1 notch. This is the full choke, so it looks like it is shipped with the modified choke installed. And 3 notches on that. Yep, that is the modified. So that did come with the modified installed. So all in all, is it worth the value? I guess ultimately we'll get that other one unboxed quick. Get kind of a side-by-side comparison of the wood differences. And here is the other one. Actually, we'll leave this one tore apart, because then we can take a closer look at the bolt carrier and the internals on it. So let's see again. We get the duct plug and another installer's manual. Hey, it looks like this one comes with an Allen key. Somebody's already removed our sticker that says remove our plug. Another box with chokes, 2 chokes, choke wrench. Again, those are brand new. That's it for the box. This one has the, trigger guard installed, so I guess that's what the Allen wrench is for removing our trigger. This one is, what's different? Hatfield. This one says Des Plaines, Illinois. This other one does not. Grab the camera, get a little closer view of what we got with the wood on these. Little differences in color. One's a little darker, a little lighter. Lines aren't too bad. These are a little mushier. We're a little tighter to the edge of the wood here. This one's got a little bit bigger gap. This barrel is stamped 28 gauge, 2 3/4 and 3 inch. And this barrel is just stamped, if we can focus, 28 gauge, 3 inch chamber. So we do have differences of the barrel. We got a Hatfield on this one. This one is also engraved Hatfield. Rear stock. This one's got a bunch more gouges and dings in it. No big deal. We're going to be dragging this thing out and actually using it. Safety looks similar. Again, just minor cosmetic differences. The end grain here seems a little bit deeper. This is a little bit smoother. It looks like they've not knocked off the surface here. This one, it looks like they've flattened it down a little bit. So a little smoother texture. This one's a little more aggressive texture. Again, a little more aggressive on this, on the 4-stock. This one's been flattened down, so some subtle differences. Recoil pads. Okay. Screws kind of half hanging out on that one, so we'll have to take a look and see what's up with that. And with this one, yeah, both screws at least fit flush. But all in all, we'll have to wait until we get to the actual shooting part to see what's going on with it. Oh, here's a sticker. What's this say? Recall, not sellable. That'll be interesting. We get serial codes. Looks like this one's 2023. Looks like that one's 2021. So the newer guys apparently are skipping some processes that the older guys were doing. So apparently they found a way to make things cheaper. This looks like it's got a little line around our burn-in or our engrave, where this one is a little on the rougher side. But otherwise, same front rib, or same vent rib, same sight on the front. Hatfield Gun Company, made in Turkey on the barrel. And Hatfield, Des Plaines, Illinois, made in Turkey on this barrel. So, let's see. Yeah, it's almost like this barrel belongs on this gun. That's interesting. But either way, for a affordable Turkish shotgun in 28 gauge, we'll see how they run. About 16 minutes in on this video. I think that's long enough for a benchtop unboxing review. Leave a comment. Have you bought Turkish shotguns before at a discount, not returnable deal? And what's your experience? I guess we'll see how these actually function. Make sure that they chamber and eject properly. We'll do a thorough cleaning on the barrels before we go to run anything through them. Make sure that my extractor, hard to work one-handed. Definitely a tight spring on that. Make sure everything functions before we do any live firing with it. Stay tuned. We definitely will have more content to come with the 28 gauge shotguns. Thanks for watching.